Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 999 Gaming. Today I want to post a video for Dawn of Titans. It's an instructional video on how to capture other lands. What will happen is you're going to go outside of your castle and you can do one of two things. There's going to be some floating lands that come up, or you can actually take over some of your opponent's lands. For this video I'm going to show you the floating islands that come up right close to the quest storyline. There's different types. One is a lake, and the lakes of Luna, one example here, shows you that the output is victory points. This is a mine, and the mine's output is gold. You can see the forest. This particular forest, the output is victory points. That's your VPs. And then there's also mountains as well too, and ruins. So we'll go through that a little bit later. Each has a different resource that it provides. So I'm going to go ahead and select my troops, and we're going to attack one of the lands and take that over. Now we're not just going to raid it. We're actually going to spend a few more of the stones and the warp stones and actually take the land, and it becomes in our network. Alright, we'll go through the loading screen here and set up the battle. You can see I've got my Titan and 3 additional troops. I've got some pikemen on the right, got some militia on the left, and I got some archers in the back. It's going to be a very straightforward battle. We're actually just going to charge in here. Go ahead and select my Titan. There we go. The Titan's going to attack. And you can see the archer's hitbox there. I could probably leave them there to get a little bit, but I'm going to move them about 10 feet forward just so they can hit all 3 whenever we start to take these troops down. Alright, I moved my hero there a little bit too quickly. That was a mistake. I'm sorry, my Titan. Now I need to bring them back in, and those militia just went through and bowled over my archers, so had I kept him there a little bit longer, that would have been a smarter play. So now I'm a little bit behind in the battle. I got to go back and recover. And we did, but we didn't make it above the 85% line, so those troops are going to have to be replaced. We did get a total victory, and our Titan gained some more experience points. You can see we didn't make the bar there, so those troops are destroyed. Once we get our medical facility, we'll be able to heal those troops, but at this level we don't have that building structure yet. Once you take over the land, it pops up beside your castle. Zingo wants me to rate the application. I will do that later on. I would rate it very high, actually. The gameplay is phenomenal, and the storyline is really good as well too. So here's the lakes. You can see the capacity is 145 VP, which is victory points, and the output is 36 per hour. That's kind of important because the rating system is based on VP. It's like a prestige. You can attack other players, and then once you beat them, you'll get VP from them. If they have too many lands, you can either take over their lands or raid their lands, which takes their VP as well. There's a couple strategies to that. You can see what I'm doing now is I'm leveling this land up. Be careful which lands you level up, because it's easy for a higher level opponent just to come in after you've spent the gold. Say you level this up to level 4, which I'm doing now just for demonstrational purposes, but someone that's level 10 or 11 can just go in after I've leveled this thing up and take it away from me. It does create a shield, so you get an 8 to a 12-hour shield depending on what you level up. But you do need to keep a close eye on it, because you may spend some time cultivating that land, and then someone come in and one attack, just farm it away from you. As I mentioned, there are a couple different strategies. Some people don't use a lot of the lands. They just keep one base and they raid for victory points, whereas others will have multiple lands because they produce resources. You can either produce gold, you can produce some shards that we'll talk about a little bit later, which is going to be huge for the game, or also some of the grain. So that's pretty much how to capture a land. Thank you for watching, and subscribe below.